IBS. Not great for your body, great for your camera body. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Bradley Hasemeyer. This is Does It Dad? This is a channel dedicated to dads and moms. I'm finding products that you're gonna love that make your parenting life easier. Cameras, bags, travel. Today we're talking about this beautiful, highly anticipated, much awaited, I think 4 years ago was the predecessor to this. This is the type of camera that just makes you want to take it with you and take pictures. Lifestyle photography, street photography, your coffee. The Fujifilm X100VI. If you're around my age, this is going to be familiar to you. This is a regular old 35mm camera. This is the Fujifilm X100VI. Let me give you my 2 cents from the top because you're a busy parent and so am I. Here's the deal. This is around $1,500. Does it take better pictures than your phone? If you're somebody who loves photography and doesn't mind fiddling around with some of the buttons, you're someone who comes from a 35mm world or you've gotten back into it again, but you also want something compact and lighter than this, then this is a great camera. People went crazy for this thing. Right as it hit, people were going crazy. There was a wait list. They sold out of the cameras. They finally restocked again, but that was months ago. So this is clearly a camera people are loving.
Sure.
Oh, cute.
Holly got it for me today.
Okay.
For Battle of the Books.
Cool. One of my favorite elements to this are the film simulations. So just like you would have filters on your phone or in VSCO or, Instagram, Lightroom, all these different things. They're built-in presets that are some really beautiful film simulations. They look like the film you could have bought way back in the day, and now it's baked into the shot that you take. So I love that because right out of the camera, you're getting some really cool looking photos. And that's my wife calling. Hello. But is that enough? Yes, these photos are better, but are they way better? Do you want to carry 2 things around? You're on a trip, that could already be a thing. So let me get into some specs and I'll give you a little bit of hands-on. I've had this for about a week and a half. Fuji sent it to me because I asked them and they were very kind enough to do it. So let's talk specs. This new camera has a 40 megapixel BSI CMOS APS-C X-Trans sensor, 35mm equivalent f2 lens, has in-body image stabilization, hybrid optical electronic viewfinder, 14 film simulations, 6.2K video capture with 10-bit recording, built-in 4EV ND filter, and a tilt up and down rear touchscreen. So if you're watching this video because you are wondering if you want to upgrade, maybe you already had the predecessor, the 2 major differences here are IBS. Not great for your body, great for your camera body. In-body stabilization. This is really helpful for video. The camera I'm shooting on right now has in-body stabilization. Having it is great for video. Pretty good for photo, definitely good for low light. And the first time Fuji's ever featured this camera to cloud technology. Let's say you're shooting somewhere and there's Wi-Fi. You can get on the Wi-Fi on the camera, and as you take pictures, it sends up to your, I think it's Adobe I/O cloud. That's really more of a professional type of feature. I have some friends who are motorsport photographers or even lifestyle photographers. If they're shooting for a client that's like, I need the photos right as they happen, right out of the gate, boom. And you're shooting with the different film simulations. So the fact is you can pretty much dial it in, boom, take the shot, upload it, and let someone decide which is the best shot of those. Man, these pictures are just so clean. I love that I haven't done any editing, just all based on the film simulation within the camera. And I don't normally like that type of thing. I shoot just regular with my phone frequently, but just the depth of the colors, the richness of the blacks, the midtones are so strong. I am very interested, when it comes to products, how it feels in my hands. And I love the weight of this. I like the materials, some more textured elements just to help you. So you have your screen here. This is a flip out screen, but it doesn't fully articulate around. So if you're trying to do selfie style, not gonna work. One of the downsides to this I see is that the screen doesn't flip closed. So, as a parent, I'm always looking at how will my 4-year-old break this? So this is one of those things that I could see this screen getting cracked fairly easily. Some of the aspects I really enjoyed about this camera, if I knew I needed to get some quick shots off, I can easily put everything in automatic, and I still have the ability to underexposed or overexposed right at the top. I love how quickly you can do that. Personally, I like things a little underexposed. I like to keep some of those blacks so that I can play with that in post. You want to change your shutter speed. You want to change your ISO. You can do all that. All within this one little wheel. I like that they've put those together. That's nice and efficient. One of the major downsides of this camera though is it's a fixed lens, and it's 35mm f2.0. So it's decent in terms of depth of field, but 35mm means you gotta get pretty close to your subject. So if you're trying to do rock and roll concerts, or your kid is on stage at a play, this is not the camera to do for that, because it's just gonna be that 35mm. Something that's worth noting, you may be used to looking through a camera and seeing what the lens sees. That's called TTL, or through the lens. This camera does not have that. When you look through the viewfinder, which is clearly offset, so you're not looking straight ahead on your subject, you look through the viewfinder, it's got details and information here showing me everything that's the same as on the back screen, but I can actually see the edge of this lens instead of seeing what's through the lens. So, sometimes I like to use the screen to figure out how under or overexposed am I. You're not gonna get that through the viewfinder. That's just the way it works. All right, so conclusion, final thoughts. Here's the deal. This might be the right camera for you if you love the things I love, the film simulations, the vibe of it, the creative control of really messing with all the buttons, or just putting it all in automatic and letting Fuji do the rest, letting Fuji drive. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you're following me on socials, @bhaz and @Hazemeyer. Would love to find out if this is a camera you're interested in. Or if you have any questions about it at all, hit me up. If I don't have the answers, I'll check with Fuji and get them for you. Thanks so much. See you on the next one.